So I've got a few projector videos that are going to be coming out through the end of this year, and it's crazy because this BenQ projector is probably one of the cheaper ones that I've recorded a video for. I have a few that I have scheduled into the future, and this one is just launching now. But this one being one of the cheaper ones, it's weird because it's one of the more impressive projectors that I've looked at. And this thing, I've kind of fallen in love with it. It pairs perfectly with your Nintendo Switch. There's so many cool features here. So this is the GP100A. It should be available now as of the upload of this video. So with this projector, it is a 1080p projector. It's not 4K, but you know what? The image quality was freaking amazing. So this thing's got 1000 ANSI lumens. This thing is bright, man. 97% 709 color range, looking really good. You can have a 100-inch projection at around 8 feet away, 120 inches from around 10 feet away or so. And with this, it comes with an Android dongle, like a lot of their projectors do, where you have to like take the top of the projector off and, you know, insert it type of thing. Very easy to do. I guess maybe in case you need to upgrade in the future or something, but it works out fine. So yeah, I kind of like that. But with this projector, we've got autofocus, we got auto keystone correction, we got auto eye protection, which is interesting because it just has like a sensor on the front of the projector. If it sees you just like walking in front, it just dims and it puts a warning up on the screen. It's kind of nice to have that because I've had plenty of times where it's like I'm having to jump in front of the projector to move something or fix something, and I get momentarily blinded. This one, it hasn't happened. It's like instant. The second it notices that you're there, a little kid runs across, it's boom, dimmed, warning, get out of the way. Then you also have auto game mode. So with these projectors, they have tons of options as far as like tweaking the settings and whatnot. But I found with this one, just leaving everything stock for what I needed, like all the defaults were great. So we have a 20-watt 2-to-1 audio system here, and very impressive. You're going to be hearing the actual audio that I captured. It can't compare to being in person, but I was impressed. Now, I will never, I mean, I haven't said it yet, and I don't know that I will in the future, but, you know, projectors that have built-in speakers, which a lot of them do, there's definitely more higher quality options out there to get audio out of your projector. You know, have your own home theater setup type of thing. You will get better audio, but the built-in here, I think, is decent enough to where you may not even need to worry about that. So as far as the ports, the inputs, outputs, we have HDMI with ARC. You have USB-C for power delivery or for display. That's where things get really interesting here. We're going to get into that in a moment. And you also have USB 2.0 for media, like, you know, a little USB thumb drive type of thing. Then you also have 3.5 millimeter audio jack. Now, with the Android TV built-in dongle thing, you have access to tons of different streaming services and stuff like that. It's also AirPlay compatible, and you have Chromecast built in, so you could be like mirroring things or casting things from your phone or tablet to this, you know, projector easily. So the cool thing here that I found really awesome, this thing is small. It's a small projector. It doesn't weigh a ton. It's a nice little projector with an amazing image quality and the brightness. Like even in a room with a little bit of light in it, this looks great. Looks a lot better than tons of higher end projectors that I've looked at in the past. But the cool thing here is that this can be portable, like just straight up portable. You don't need to have this plugged into the wall. You could take this out to your backyard, to a party, project onto somebody's house. I don't care, whatever you want to do, right? All you need is a portable battery because of that USB-C port that they have that you can use for power. It could provide power if you have this plugged into a wall, into your typical power outlet, or you can use a portable battery, plug it in, and supply power to the projector. Take this wherever you want. I found that one of the most interesting features here, having that. Now, if you do use a portable battery, it can affect the brightness of the projector depending on the power that you're getting out of the battery. I found if the battery you have supplies below like 100 watts, the projector will automatically switch to eco or low power mode, which still looks great. But I'll put like recommended power supply, like portable batteries down below. ones that I've been using for numerous devices and work great with this. But the other cool thing is like I said earlier, I think this thing pairs great with the Nintendo Switch. Ridiculously so, because you don't even need your Nintendo Switch dock. You don't need to have your Nintendo Switch plugged into power. You could take USB-C, plug it into the Switch, plug it directly into this projector, lay it on the top, set it to the side, whatever. And it's going to take the display from USB-C. It's like having one of those hubs or whatever, just kind of built in. You don't need to have the whole setup. So I thought that was really awesome. That's how I recorded all my Nintendo Switch footage, was using just a USB-C cable plugged into the, projector. And it looked great. Now, with some of this footage, it's always difficult to record projector footage for me, for plenty of people I've noticed. But my camera, I don't know, at times it seems like it has difficulties. So if you see any rainbow banding, I think the footage here actually turned out better than some of the other projectors that I've been recording footage for. But if you see a little bit of rainbow banding, like colors kind of banding and moving, you barely see it in this footage, I think. But if you see it, you don't see that in person. The image quality is crystal clear. The speakers sound great, like I said earlier. I would recommend, if you're going to use something like this for a home theater setup, to use your own speakers. But with this being portable, being easily moved around, set up, boom, like the speakers do a fine job. Like if you have a bunch of people around, as long as there's no screaming and yelling, everybody should be able to hear these speakers just fine. I was really impressed with them. Some of the best built-in speakers on a projector that I have ever heard anyway. The one thing before I show a little bit of footage without me talking, I forgot to mention earlier, like I didn't script this video, I'm just talking based off of my experiences using this. But there is like a little front kick, like foot thingy on the front of this projector that you just press the button and kind of, depending on how you pick it up, move it, you could kind of angle it a little bit. That does help, but there's not a ton of options here as far as like angling the projector. But it's really not a big con because you have that autofocus and auto keystone. I actually didn't have to, not a single time using this, did I have to change the focus or the keystone or move things around. It just automatically set everything square, straight, wasn't all wonky looking. So yeah, it's there if you need it, but you don't have a ton of options as far as like tilting it around, but you shouldn't need to. It does have, I believe they're 1/4-inch mounting, posts underneath that you can put this on a stand or mount it however you want. If you're interested, link down below. If not, that's cool too. Take a look around. If you're in the market for a projector, watch a bunch of different reviews, look for the specs that you're looking for. Well, I really enjoyed this and I loved this projector. Maybe it's not going to suit your needs. I don't know. But yeah, appreciate you guys.
Onward and upward.